Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my final games from Season 43, where I was able to finish top 1000 in the world with 3.0 Xbow cycle, above 3000 medals or rating points, upgrading my top rank finish badge 2 to level 6. So this video is coming out a little bit late because I've been really busy with class over the last week, but still very much proud of this achievement and very excited to be sharing it with you guys. I did play a mix of 3.0 and Queen Bow last season, but for the most part 3.0 at the end. Beat some really tough matchups too, so really proud of it overall, and again, very happy to be sharing with you guys. So with all that being said, like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into the matches. Alright, so getting into our first match against Iceburn. I'm playing during season end weekend right now. It is Sunday. Season ends at 4 p.m. Or I think 5 p.m. actually on Monday my time, so usually that means that I can play because it's a decent time, but I'll be in class pretty much all day for tomorrow, and I've been pretty busy overall the last month or so, so I don't think I'm going to be able to play. So just like to close things out today and just not have to stress about it, I guess. We do see Ice Wiz, Barbarrel, and Poison, so looking like a really good sign actually. I noticed I didn't really overcommit to that Expo right away, because when you go for Expos near the start of the game, usually you can get a huge lock, but you don't really expect one. It just kind of happens. Like, usually you don't want to be overcommitting to that Expo, because if you do, you could lose. It's mostly just to kind of get more info out of their deck. So now I know he probably has Splashyard, which should be a really good matchup for me. But yeah, I have about 5 or 6 games to win in a row, I think. Just going to fireball the Tombstone, because I'm at 2850 medals right now, and I would like to get 3000. That's my end of season goal. I think I said it like a few weeks ago. I usually don't actually set goals, but I decided to just for fun, and it doesn't really matter what rank I finish. I just want to get 3000 medals, I guess. Maybe one win above, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Splashyard here should be a really easy matchup actually. Ice Wiz the back. I think I'm probably just gonna go for an Expo opposite, because if I split archers it wouldn't really do too much, and I'd rather save archers for the graveyard if possible. Goes for a Valk Poison, so probably gonna Barbarrel too. That's totally fine. Yeah, there's the Barbarrel. Gonna try and catch it with my Knight just to, you know, mitigate some damage, and Ice Spirit will probably full counter the Ice Wiz if I played it correctly, so you want to play your Ice Spirit really far away from the Ice Wizard so that it can attack twice and then just splash it, or rather get frozen at the very end. So this is kind of an annoying matchup sometimes, because it used to be a super free matchup for Expo, and it is still pretty much a really easy matchup, but you have to play correctly. My opponent goes for a Tombstone anti-fireball placement, which is pretty well played. Some more mediocre graveyard players don't really know that placement, but obviously all the good ones do, and I'm pretty high on ladder right now. You see another Baby Dragon, just going to Tesla, so yeah, this kind of matchup is a bit annoying, but the real secret to this matchup in my opinion is fireballs, because they can't really get that much damage on you. If you just keep spamming Expos, they will probably just poison you out and actually get a lot of damage, but if you just fireball, like the Tombstones, sometimes even just fireball cycle, you can really annoy them. Also log cycle, of course, and I'm just kind of holding on to archers as much as I can so that I can save them if he wants to go for a graveyard of some sorts at any time. So he's just kind of forced to play really passive right now. I mean, this is going to sound kind of weird, but sometimes I enjoy playing a bit passively, because you can just force them to overcommit eventually, and just, for example, right here, he was getting a bit impatient, I think, so he went for a graveyard. At the same time, I was able to go for an Expo, so he couldn't poison my archers off, and do actually get a lock for that, so really nice play. So Expo is definitely kind of a deck where you want to play really passively for the most part. Take opportunities when you can, but otherwise you can just be pretty safe and just punish mistakes, really. Also, I knew he didn't have a Valkyrie cycle because he just used one, so that's why I went for a Tesla. Gonna archers for the Ice Wiz Skeletons, try and catch the Barbarrel. Did not work out, unfortunately, but this should still be a small lock, unless he wants to waste his Valk, which is actually perfect, because now I kind of really screwed up his cycle. I think I can go for an Expo on the left, and notice how I'm really comfortable to switch lanes in this matchup as well, because actually let's get a lock somehow. Okay, he's gonna go for a Baby Dragon. I didn't know if he was gonna go for a Baby Dragon or Ice Wiz, so I didn't want to risk like going for a Tesla or a Knight, because if I went for a Knight, he went Baby Dragon, that would have been a wasted Knight. If I went for a Tesla, he went Ice Wiz, wouldn't have actually hit it if he played it correctly, but still, just gonna fireball the Tombstone off, and again, like, he hasn't really gotten to go for any graveyard so far, because I'm just pressuring really well, and when I feel like he's about to go in, I usually go for an Expo opposite, so that, like right now, for example, he's going for Valk. Yeah, he goes for the graveyard. Gonna Ice Spirit to pull the Valk out of Expo range. Oh, that was a perfect play, as you guys can see. Really nice trick that you can do to pull their tank out of Expo's range. That's pretty much going to be a good game. Just log to clean up the skeletons, and that is going to be a pretty much flawless game against graveyard. So it's really about fireball cycle when you need to, and just pressuring at the right time instead of just spamming Expos, because I lost a graveyard before by spamming Expos, and I kind of learned, like, you can't really do that. You have to play Expo at a very smart or safe time, I guess, if that makes sense. But that's going to put me 1 off 2900, and that's going to be rank 751 global. Alright, so we found the next match against Guardiano. Actually, wait, I recognize this guy's name. I feel like I've played against him before. Gonna give him the good luck, I guess, but we'll see what he's gonna be running. Okay, Wallbreakers first play. Gonna go for a Tesla. Could have gone for Archers, I guess, but it's not really a big deal, whatever. Bandit is pretty interesting, so Wallbreakers Bandit is actually really bad because I think this is probably gonna be Mega Knight Wallbreakers, and this is like one of my most hated matchups in the entire game because it's really difficult, especially if they have a Prince. I'm sure you guys know. Also, he has bats. I don't have E-Spirit, I have Ice Spirit, so if he plays well, those bats can really be a pain with like a minor or something. But gonna go for an Xbow. He goes for a Prince to the back, which means he actually won't have enough for a Mega Knight in front, but he might go for a Queen, or he's actually just gonna Mega Knight in front, which is probably a safer play. I really don't know how I'm gonna defend this, to be honest. Prince does charge on the Archer, that is actually perfect. I think I have to Knight to pull the Mega Knight into the middle, and then after it jumps I have to go for Skeletons to soak for the Prince, and then I think I'm going to go for Tesla up high. Didn't want to go for one lower so the Mega Knight didn't splash it, and then I'm going to go Archers off to the side. I think I defended okay. Going to Ice Spirit for the Bandit plus Prince, and if it jumps it'll be perfect. Okay, did not jump, but I'll eat those two Wallbreakers. There's no point overcommitting to that because they're going to connect no matter what. If I logged them, that would have been a complete waste because they wouldn't have died and the tower was targeted onto the Prince anyways, so, or Bandit, whichever one it was. So basically it was kind of worth it eating that damage. I actually got a really nice lead from that exchange, so I was somehow able to defend the Mega Knight Prince push. He's actually not back to Mega Knight right now, so I'm going to go for an Expo and hover my Knight for whatever he wants to go for. Okay, he goes for a Prince. I'm going to Skeletons try and soak it, and then I think this will be a pretty good fireball on the Prince plus the Queen, and Prince should hopefully not charge. Okay, unfortunately does get one stab, so that's a bit unfortunate. Just going to go for a log on the Queen though, and yeah, I did try and get a lock there, but as you can see, like, this is a really annoying matchup to get a lock in because they actually have a lot of like soft Expo counters. Like Prince is pretty annoying because you usually have to go Skeleton to soak the hit. If you just go for a Knight, it'll kind of die. Queen is super annoying because you cannot actually kill it unless you overcommit really hard, which it's single elixir right now. I definitely can't, so that's annoying. And then also like Bandit bats if I don't have like the right Ice Spirit timing. I actually got a decent one there. Goes for a Mega Knight at the back. I think I'm just going to play it safe. I really don't know. I really don't like this matchup, to be honest, but I think I really just need to chill and play really safe. I've actually been really thinking about my Expo playstyle in general recently, and I think I'd rather just, you know, play it more optimally than just spamming Expos. Gonna Skeletons for the Prince charge. Okay, kind of worked, I guess. Just gonna Fireball because I don't feel like hitting an Ice Spirit and all those bats. I'd rather just be safe. And then Archers after the Bandit dash to the Tesla. Okay, never mind. Apparently did not work out, but thankfully didn't dash onto my tower. I think I'm down a lot of elixir though because I just spent a lot, and well, we'll see when he goes for Mega Knight at the back. Okay, I'm down about 3. I think I'm still gonna go for an Expo opposite just because I want to pressure, and my cycle is a bit messed up right now, so I'd rather not just full defend if you don't even have the right cycle for it, if that makes sense. Did get the Queen ability out, so I guess that's like a 6 for 6, and then I can just try and defend this Mega Knight Prince push, but this is again like one of the most annoying pushes in the entire game for me to defend. I know it's a lot of your guys as well actually, but he goes for arrows on the Archers. I think they should be fine. I have to log the Prince and then go for Skeletons, I think. But that should be pretty well defended still, and I'm actually in the lead still, so I've actually noticed, okay, he actually predicts, oh my god, I was going to go for a Expo predicting like a Mega Knight or Prince the back, but he actually predicted my Expo. That was super well played on his end, because I kind of got screwed over there. And now we can definitely go for the Mega Knight. Gonna Knight first, because I can get back to a second Knight. If you go for a Knight, like, if you're ever doing a defensive sequence and you want to go for, you know, something twice, like say a Knight or Archers if they have arrows, you always want to cycle it first for the most part. Bandit steps Tesla. Gonna Skeletons for the Prince though. So what I'm always trying to do, I'm just trying to soak the Prince hit as much as I can with Skeletons. I feel like that's the most value I can get. Gonna log on the Wallbreakers, and I believe this should be defended. Yeah, okay, he goes for arrows. Gonna have to kite the Prince all the way over, but I'm still alive. I actually don't think I can get a lock anymore, because like I said, it's pretty hard to get a connection in. Even though he doesn't have a minor, it looks like this is still quite an annoying matchup overall. I'm gonna try, but okay, he goes for Prince. Yeah, I was hoping to go for like a 5 elixir on the back. Archers to predict the Queen and then Skeletons, and just soak this as much as I can, Ice Spirit, and then get back to a Knight for the Queen too. I'm basically just trying to hold on to this as much as I can and get back to Archers last second for this Prince. Skeletons too, and I actually think he is back to Mega Knight now. But we got a nice lock in the left somehow, but that doesn't really do me any favors, because actually I have like the exact same amount of damage in the right, but I guess it's good. I don't have to go same lane as him. Gonna pressure once more, and I can like Fireball his Prince if he goes for one in the back, because I'd really like to get some damage. So I'm gonna Fireball. Oh, I think it just missed. Wow, that's actually really bad. That could lose me the game, actually. Yeah, because he's back to a Mega Knight now. Gonna Ice Spirit for the bats. Okay, actually does clip with the arrows. This is really bad. I think I have to... Okay, I have to Tesla for the Bandit. Nothing else good in cycle. And then log 2 so I don't die to the Bandit dash. Oh my god, it just barely didn't dash. If it dashed, I would have lost 100%. But I'm going to try and not Fireball this, because I really need to Fireball tower, actually. I'm going to Fireball log on the tower. Actually, I think I have to defend first. Oh god, I'm going to Tesla, because I don't want to log. I want to log on the tower if I can help it. So I'm going to try. and then skeletons for the bat just to hover, and he gets arrows down. But oh my god, that log was okay. That was amazing, actually. Like, that's such a close game, but I'm so glad I was able to win. Basically, if I didn't go for a log, if I logged the Wallbreakers, I would have lost because I needed that log damage. As you can see, 21 HP. But really crazy ending, and really happy with that win because I really do not like that matchup at all. The Mega Knight Prince pushes are a real pain to defend, but I'm really happy I was able to get it done. It's gonna be 2900 medals, rank 682 global. Let's keep it going. Alright, found next match against, actually don't know how to say this person's name, but he's from the Triumph clan, so hopefully he will not be the one who's triumphant in this game. Gonna split Archer's first play, and then, okay, Skeleton Barrel is a really good sign, actually, because it's usually a really decent matchup, actually. Like, a double barrel bait is something I never see anymore, but if I do see it, I'll be so happy because it's so easy. And then, like, Mega Knight bait should be really easy, too. I'm gonna fireball this because I feel like being pretty aggressive. Okay, I actually instantly regretted that as soon as I did it. That was a big mistake, because now I feel like I'm down, like, I don't know how much exactly, but I'm definitely down elixir. Like, I don't think I should have spent that much. And actually, against like Mighty Miner Cannon or Valk Cannon or like Knight Tesla and single elixir, you actually can't really defend it that well. So usually it's best to actually let it go in single, but I guess, yeah, my bad. I'm going to hover Archers for the Skeleton Barrel because he's probably going to go for it next. Looks like I'm actually not down elixir. Wow, I thought I was down elixir after that fireball. I thought it was maybe a bad fireball, but I guess not. I'm going to Ice Spirit because I don't want the Skeleton Barrel to clip onto my tower. He actually goes for a pre-log on the Ice Spirit, but doesn't really work out. Gonna Expo on the right because I want to pressure a bit. I think he's back to his Mighty Miner now. Really annoying. Gonna Tesla as well. Skeletons too, and I think even if he's back to Cannon, I should be able to get a lock here if I log the Cannon off, and then Expo should also help out against the Princess too, so that should be okay. Okay, wow, Cannon is actually really broken. That's kind of ridiculous. But we were still able to get a small lock, I guess. Gonna Archers for the Skeleton Barrel. Like, there's a clean 3 for 3. In Skeleton Barrel matchups, for the most part, don't really like to go for Tesla on the Skelly Barrel if I can help it, because you don't really need to if you have Archers. Like, you can go for either, but I guess it depends on your cycle. In this case, I much prefer using Archers because it's just a cleaner trade. It's equal elixir, whereas Tesla's more expensive. I can like Tesla the Princess, and then it'll just stay on the map and be annoying for him. So I feel like this is kind of a better use case, but I guess it all depends. But yeah, Tesla's just kind of sitting there now, so it should be pretty annoying. Although honestly, Synthesizing Elixir is not really going to do anything, so I guess it doesn't really... Yeah, you can just... If he doesn't feed into it, it won't really help me that much, but it's fine. Gonna Expo again, just gonna keep trying to pressure, because I do need to get a lock at some point. Skeletons for the Cannon, and then Knight. Oh, he does go for the Mighty Cannon. He's gonna Archers too, and Ice Spirit to reset the Mighty Miner Drill charge up. And I'm actually gonna log on offense right here, because I think I can get a small lock. His cycle should be really bad. Okay, he's back to a Cannon, but he misplaced it. That is great. I'm actually gonna Expo in the left, because he should be overcommitting to this Expo in the right. Yeah, it goes Goblin, so should be a pretty good opportunity. I think he's like 2 away from Cannon, so I'm gonna Tesla and just get ready to catch the Cannon at the bridge, because that's kind of all he has to do. I actually don't know if he even has like a big spell in here. Okay, did catch the Cannon, perfect. And then I can actually get back to another Expo in the right now, because yeah, he's overcommitting quite a lot to this Expo in the left, so just kind of ping pong with the Expos, I guess. But back to another Expo in the right, and this should be the Expo that should get me a lock, because he should be down quite a lot of elixir, and I believe I can probably get a lock if I play this right. So I'm gonna go for, okay, goes Mighty Miner, gonna Archers to DPS instantly, Tesla off to the side so it doesn't like get clipped by anything, and then Skeleton's log. Again, if I am gonna get like a connection, I am fine going for a log on offense, even against log bait. Okay, he does go for another Cannon, but he should be very low, and this is what I was talking about with the Tesla. As you can see, he's still just kind of sitting there being annoying, so I'm going to try and make use of it, and he actually is still overcommitting quite a lot. I really wanted to go for an Expo in the right, but unfortunately my Expo is just staying alive. I'm going to Archer Skeletons to pressure quite a lot here, and then get back to another Expo in the right, because it should be pretty solid pressure, actually, and he has to commit quite a lot. And now I think this hopefully should be the Expo that seals the deal, because nobody Miner in cycle actually breaks with an Ice Spirit somehow, but oh, big mistake. Gonna Fireball the Cannon, catch him off guard probably, and this should be a lock. Okay, nice. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Okay, actually, he did get the Goblins down in time. I thought it was on tower for some reason, but this should really be a lock. Yeah, I said it like 5 times, but I finally did get a connection, so we take that. Does go for a log on everything, but that's pretty much going to be GG, because he can't really come back from this, and it's much better going against Skeleton Barrel than Goblin Barrel. I just noticed, like, he's playing Mighty Miner bait, but for whatever reason, he subbed in the Goblin Barrel for Skeleton Barrel. I personally don't really understand it, because, like, Goblin Barrel is just so much more annoying, but I guess it's just my perspective. He probably has his own reason on it. Just going to log all this, though. Nice value on the Princess plus the Skeleton Barrel, and Expo is actually still pressuring. I'm just going to keep pressuring. Why not, right? Like, if he has to defend the whole game, then he can never really break through, and then that's just going to kind of screw him over. Again, log on offense. I really have no qualms with going for this, because I can just keep pressuring, and going for a log is advancing my cycle as well, so if I'm logging while I have an Xbow down, I'm already getting back to another Xbow even quicker. Just a few general principles, I guess, about cycling, like on offense, even against log bait matchups. Gonna Ice Spirit for the Ice Spirit, and then this should really be a lock. I have 3 Xbows down right now, so I don't really see how he's gonna survive this, to be honest. Xbow's about to lock on in the right, and that's gonna be GG, so just kind of overwhelmed him there. Really nice win, and yeah, honestly pretty easy. He BM'd me, so I'm just gonna BM him. He BM'd me before, so yeah, I don't know, it's a decent matchup for me, but just, you can never forget, I guess. I don't know, but nice win against a pretty interesting matchup there. I will definitely take it. Alright guys, so next match against East Reaver. Oh, I recognize this guy too. I've played against him quite a few times this season. Usually when you play on like top ladder for a while, you start recognizing your opponent's names, like what they're playing, or at least their names, and okay, goes Bomber. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy's playing E-Giant Golden Knight Lightning, which is a real pain. This deck has been like everywhere recently. I don't really know why. I mean, I do know why Golden Knight's really broken, but I don't really wish it was the case because I really hate the matchup, but I'm going to have to try my best, obviously. Gonna Skeletons. I made a mistake earlier where my opponent went for a Phoenix. I just went for a high Tesla, and I kind of lost actually, so I kind of realized like I shouldn't really snipe Phoenixes with Teslas in like a super early situation, so I'm just going to center Tesla instead. Ice Spirit for the Barbell to keep it alive, and this should definitely, or keep the Tesla alive rather, and this should definitely be enough to take care of the Golden Knight. I'm probably just going to Fireball the Cannon, to be honest, because I don't want to give him like anything. Like, that's a really annoying play. He knows it's annoying for me, but I just don't want to give him any value. I'm actually down quite a lot of Elixir, I think, because I just, okay, yeah, I'm down like 3, so I really have to chill. He actually probably could have afforded to go for an E-Giant in the back there, considering I was down so much, but I'll take it. Just Bomber will get taken care of by my Knight for free, I guess, and then this should be okay. So I'm actually really figuring out this matchup, because I haven't played much ladder. Like, I've been grinding the last couple days, but otherwise I've been really busy and just, you know, not playing too much, so, you know, if you play a lot, you start adapting to the meta, but for me, I'm just kind of trying to figure out on the fly, I guess, so I think what I want to do in this matchup, though, is probably play really passively and, like, spell cycle him out over time. Like, I already have a nice lead, and then I can maybe catch him off. Okay, he goes for a cannon up high. That's really annoying, because I can't actually snipe that with anything. Goes for a Bomber, too. I think just Ice Spirit should be fine against the Bomber, because the Tesla should stay alive for a bit longer, and Ice Spirit's such a good card. Yeah, that's fine, no hits. And I'm going to split Archers again, just kind of slowly log cycling him out, you know, just kind of taking single Elixir very slow. No Expos. If I Expo, he'll just E-Giant, so there's absolutely no point, unless he goes for like a Lightning or like Golden Knight NATO ability, like some big overcommitment, then I'll be fine, but otherwise, definitely no point. Gonna log the Barbell, hopefully I hit the tower too. Okay, I missed, yikes. Gonna Skeletons, and I think I cannot actually afford to Expo right here, because he's obviously up Elixir, and he actually has really good Expo counters. Like, he has a Cannon, he has a Bomber, he has a Golden Knight, he has a Barbarrel, so all those combined will just make it really annoying. I'm actually going to try and defend this without going for Archers too early, because I don't want the Golden Knight to dash. I'm going to go Archers off to the right, so Golden Knight does not really get any value on them. And I guess they didn't really get me any value in that sequence, because they just kind of went to the side, but at the same time, I still don't want to lose to the Golden Knight dash, so I think it's better than nothing. And then, yeah, Tesla should be okay. Does kind of waste the dash there. If he's back to an E-Giant, which he is, I have to get back to a Tesla, so I'm going to get back really quickly right now. I just cycled 4 cards in, like, 2 seconds or something. That's the benefit of 3.0. Just when you play a deck, like a really fast cycle deck, it's really nice when you can get back to stuff really easily. But yeah, I'm just kind of holding off on defense right now. I haven't really gone for any Expos yet. I could maybe go for one here because I have a Tesla up. And, okay, just went Golden at the back. That's perfect. Gonna Ice Spirit to break the Cannon. Goes for low Cannon. I think he's back to E-Giant right now, actually, unfortunately. But I did try my best. But yeah, I'm really just being really conservative with my Expos, I guess. And, like, trying not to really play a bad Expo. Because if I do, like I said, I've been rethinking my playstyle. Especially in this matchup, though, if I play a bad Expo, it's pretty much over. So, yeah, I just don't want to give him any value. I'm still up with, like, spell damage over time, so I can just probably spell cycle him fine throughout the course of the match. Gonna high Tesla right now. It's double Elixir, so I can't really get punished as well. And he can't Lightning my Tesla plus Tower, so I feel pretty comfortable with this. Goes for a cannon, just gonna Fireball because Tesla will stay alive, and if he Lightnings back, and maybe pressure with an Expo. Goes Golden Knight the back, just gonna Knight the back, and I'm just, like, really trying to be as annoying as I can, I guess, like in this matchup, because it's such a hard matchup, and if I just play too aggressively with Expos, I feel like I'll just lose. So I'm just really trying to play really safe, really conservative, and I think it's been working out really well for me. Gonna log. I think he's back to his Golden Knight ability. He's gonna Skeletons. Okay, perfect. I just barely retargeted it. If I didn't get that Skeletons off, I probably would have lost because Golden Knight would have dashed onto my tower. Gonna Knight, though, for the Cannon or Bomber. This should be a small lock, I hope. Okay, never mind. His triple is probably gonna get bailed out and get back to an E-Giant, but that was a good punish attempt. But yeah, you do have to recognize, you know, when your Xbow is about to die. And for me, I recognize, okay, he's back to E-Giant. There's no more point overcommitting. Just going to go for a high Tesla and just try and, like, salvage the situation and defend the E-Giant afterwards instead of, like, overcommitting, I guess. Going to log on the Bar Barrel plus Bomber. All the Barb just, like, wandered off to the other side of the world, so did not hit the Barb, but it's not a big deal. Goes for an E-Giant. I'm probably just going to be pressuring a bit right now because I'm not really trying to get anything out of this Xbow on the right, like in terms of damage. I just really want to force him to not overcommit on this E-Giant push because, yeah, he goes for Lightning. That's perfect because now he can't afford to Lightning on my Tesla. That's really all I needed, to be honest, so I'm fine with that. If he goes Golden Knight ability, okay, he tries to go for a really sneaky Golden Knight ability dash, and actually, I really, oh my god, I really hate that card. Hold on, I have to... Okay, the log was perfect because it actually retargeted the Golden Knight onto my Tesla, and wow, I just barely was able to win. That is a really nice win. Really clutch play. I think I played that one really well considering how hard of a matchup it is, so I'm really proud of that one actually. Against E-Giant Golden Knight, so really tough matchup. Been making the rounds in the meta for sure recently, but I was able to hold it off, so really, really proud of that one. Really nice win. That should put me 1 off 3,000 medals, I think, so that's a really, really nice win. Oh, 1 off 555, that's annoying, but yeah, we'll go for the final match, guys, for 3,000 medals. Alright guys, so I did go for the next game, and I was against Swan. I was like, okay, this guy's a really good Icebow player. You can see the gameplay in the background, but he just did not play at the start for whatever reason, and just let me take the tower. Maybe he disconnected, or maybe he was throwing, but he just activated my king with a NATO, so I was like, okay, this is weird, but I guess I got 3,000 medals, because I think I beat him, and I was like exactly 3,000 after, but it didn't really feel legit to me. Like, I didn't really do anything. I literally just played an Expo. He disconnected or whatever, wasn't playing or gave up, so I was able to get the win, so it didn't really feel legit to me. I did get 3,000 medals. Funnily enough, I was ranked 525 exactly, which was my finish, but I did keep playing and I lost a bunch, so I was back down to 2950, so I recorded those games. The tale continues. Let's get into the next matches. Alright, so we found the next game against Hane's Eve. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I'm back down to 2950 or so, because I just did not really want to stop after getting a free win for 3,000. I mean, I honestly do not know what was up with that, because I actually would have loved to play against him. I used to watch Swan a lot, but okay, see a Mortar first play. This is really annoying because he already knows how to play this matchup. Any Mortar Miner deck against Expo, you just have to spam defensive Mortars the whole game, and then just Miner poison your Expos out, and it's just the worst, so... The fact that he goes for defensive Mortar like first play pretty much shows that number one, he knows what I'm playing, number two, he knows how to play the matchup, and that's really unfortunate. Gonna go for Knight. Okay, yeah, he really knows what he's doing because he doesn't even go for a Miner in the safe spot, so this is not going to be fun. He has an Ice Spirit too, which is also bad because it means he has a faster cycle. I think I might... Okay, he goes Phoenix. I'm gonna Expo on the right because I definitely need to get something happening in single. That's what I always say against Mortar. I really despise the matchup. I'm gonna Tesla at the bridge, actually. He goes for a Poison too, but this should be a small lock, I hope. I'm gonna Skeletons. I would love to Skeletons on the Mighty Miner, but I think I have to pull the Phoenix because I just can't really take that much damage from it. We did get a small lock, but as you can see, you can just poison log the Expo. And Expo is such a weak card inherently, like against direct damage. It really sucks because they did that nerf where they called it a rework. I mean, I talk about this randomly because I'm pretty passionate about how it was not a rework. It was literally just a straight up nerf, but that made it from 40 seconds lifetime down to 30 seconds lifetime, and that made it so bad against spells, as you guys can see just now, or as you could see, I guess. And he's spamming defensive Mortars again. I actually just missed the Mortar. I don't even care. I'm just going to Fireball anyways. Actually, that's really bad. I should care because I actually could lose for that. Okay, yeah, he gives the WoW. Oops, but okay, Goblins, Miner. I'm going to have to go for a Knight, and then I think actually, maybe I should have gone Knight for the Goblins in hindsight. Yeah, that was really bad because I took some unnecessary damage. Because Miner, I could have gone for like Skeletons on it, and then Knight would have one-shot all the Goblins. But I'm still going to Expo on the right because I just feel like being aggressive, and I really need to, honestly. He's back to his Mighty, but Ice Spirit Knight, I should get back to a Knight in time, I hope, with the double. Okay, I'm not getting back to a Knight. I'm going to log this back, but it shouldn't really do too much, actually. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And if he's smart, he goes for Miner right here because I'm down a lot of Elixir, but okay, he didn't, so that's really nice. Archers will just clean everything up really clean for only 3 Elixir, and then I guess I'm still kind of screwed, though, because, I mean, we're into double, and he's just spamming defensive Mortars the whole game. I'm going to Fireball right away. This time I won't miss, don't worry, but... Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is going to be tough. I'm going to have to get a lock somehow, some way. Going to Tesla. I think that's one way I can set up an advantage, but like a center Tesla, because he's really never going to go for an offensive Mortar if he knows what he's doing. Like, if I was playing this matchup, I would literally never go for an offensive Mortar. I would just go defensive Mortars the whole game and then just, like, spam spells. Okay, I'm going to Fireball again. I mean, if I can, like, save Ice Spirit for the Miners and maybe catch them, I can probably chip him out eventually. I'm going to Expo, though, because I have to pressure. I can't just defend the whole game. And I need to get something happening, so I'm gonna go... Oh my god, I get a lock. Okay, hold on. I have to defend this with everything. You guys always know what I say. If you get, like, one connection in a difficult matchup, you have to hold on to it for dear life and protect it with everything you have, because that might be the only opportunity you get. And I'm actually really happy. He's laughing for some reason. I mean, he's the one who messed up, so I guess he's laughing at himself. I don't know, but I'm going to Xbow again with this Archer, and he's hopefully not back to another Mighty. Okay, he goes for a Mortar. I'm not going to Fireball. I wanted to Fireball. I was hovering it, as you guys could see, but I think I would rather just take the Phoenix out and be a bit safe, because it's better safe than sorry. Going to log the Phoenix Egg plus the Mighty plus the Tower, and then I'm actually back to another Xbow, and he's not back to his Mighty, so I've definitely outcycled it. And this is what Titan told me. I talked to Titan, one of the best Xbow players in the world, and probably the best 3.0 player. Okay, really bad Goblin. Didn't even get them down in time. That was really bad, and we'll take the win. But yeah, he told me that in a Mighty Miner matchup, at least, you can outcycle the Mighty Miner, which is great, and I just tried my best to do it there. So even if I didn't get that first lock, second lock was nice too, so we take those for sure. Really nice win, working back up. That's going to put me at 2940. Okay, didn't update yet. Should be 29. Yeah, 72. Alright, found next game against Hefe Maestro. We are 1 off 3,000 again, so hopefully I can get it done, and then maybe go for one more after, because I kind of feel like going for one more above 3,000 medals now, if I can at least, but we'll see. Gonna go Skeletons. Bar Barrel doesn't really tell me too much. Okay, Golden Knight. Okay, this does tell me it's going to be E-Giant most likely. Oh god, I do not want to play against this, but I'm going to go for a Knight at the back. I mean, honestly, as much as people like to complain about matchups, myself included, there's nothing you can really do. Like, if you're in a matchup, you just have to play the best you can against that matchup. There's not really anything you can do, like, oh, you get hard countered, but you still have to play the best you can, because if you don't, then you're just going to lose. Okay, I'm going to go Archers, and I really hate Golden Knight. I think I already just lost, actually. Going to go Skeletons, Ice Spirit plus Log, but yeah, that card just ruins 3.0 Xbow Cycle players' days. Wow. So that's just a big connection for him already. That's really tough. I think I have to try and get a connection, but I don't even know if I can, because I kind of got screwed over by that dash. I'm going to try to go for an Xbow right here, because he's not back to his E-Giant, I hope. And he shouldn't be back to his Golden Knight either, so he goes for a Cannon. Pretty well played, actually, because I think he's back now. Okay, he has an Earthquake for whatever reason. Got a Knight to catch the Bar Barrel, though, and I can maybe get a small lock still, because I had to catch the Bar Barrel. Okay, he mirrors it. Oh my god, why does he have a mirror? Okay, so he has E-Giant, EQ, Mirror, Golden. Okay, this is pretty much a 1,000-0 matchup, and I mean, again, like I was saying, there's no point complaining and stuff, but, I mean, what am I supposed to do? He has E-Giant, Mirror, Earthquake, Golden Knight, Bar Barrel too, so he can, like, if he didn't have a Bar Barrel, like, at least maybe get some kind of lock, but yeah, I'm going to go Archers, try and bait out the Golden Knight dash, and then Xbow on the left when he's not high enough on Elixir. Okay, he goes Cannon, just going to log, and hopefully I can get a small lock. Okay, he goes for the Quake. Yeah, like, there's really nothing I can do here. I have to try and get a lock, but I don't really know, like, what to do. Like, the only thing I can do is get a connection to try and win, but I don't know how I can set that up, because he has too many counters. He has the E-Giant, he has the Earthquake, Bar Barrel, he has the Golden Knight Cannon, and he has the Mirror to boost any of those if he needs to. So yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try my best, I guess. I might have to try something with, like, high Teslas, because at least that's the one thing EQ can't really hit if I go for, like, a really high Tesla. So I'm going to try and do that, I guess. That's, like, the only thing I can do, I feel like, because if I Xbow, he'll just E-Giant into it. Okay, he goes for an E-Giant. I'm going to Xbow opposite. He can probably mirror E-Giant onto it. I'm going to log the E-Giant out of range if I can. Okay, unfortunately, he got the Golden Knight down in time, so a bit futile there. Going to go for a Knight to retarget the Golden Knight, though. Can maybe get a small lock here if he doesn't play it right. I'm going to Fireball the Cannon. Oh, he does go for the Quake, unfortunately, so he kind of recognized me. I was going to try and do something and Fireball the Cannon, but going to go for an Xbow on the left. He has to Bar Barrel the Knight, too, which means he might not be high enough on Elixir for an E-Giant, I hope. Oh, he just barely was. If he didn't get back to an E-Giant there, I think he was, like, barely at 7 Elixir. If he didn't get it down in time, I think I would have won, because he was not really back to anything important, so that's really unfortunate, but I tried my best, I guess. So I'm going to defend with these high Teslas. I could maybe go for a low Tesla at some point to bait out a bad Earthquake, but for the most part, I'm going to try and stick to high Teslas in this matchup, and yeah, now he's being even more annoying by going for the Cannon where you can't even Fireball the tower with it, so yeah, that's like the really painful play. On the bright side, though, it won't hit my high Tesla, so I'm just going to Tesla. I think logging the Cannon was fine, because, I mean, it's just going to get infinite value if I just let it be there. It'll, like, take out my Knight, my Archers, whatever. Going to Fireball cycle now, get back to another Cannon if I can. I have to get back, or Tesla, rather. I'm saying Cannon because I'm kind of frustrated about his Cannon. And then Archers, at least because he doesn't really have any good Archers counters except for the Golden Knight, I can maybe get something happening. He activates my King with the EQ. That is strange for sure. I think I've just spell cycled him out, but he does have the mirror here, so I don't really know if I can. Oh my god, he mirrors the Earthquake. I think I have to Fireball. If I Xbow, he'll just E-Giant and I won't get anything out of it, but if I Fireball, at least I'm getting some damage out of it. And then just high Tesla, like, this is the only way I know how to create an advantage for myself. Fireball cycle and high Teslas. Anything else I think will just kind of feed into nothing. I'm gonna log the Cannon, maybe catch him off guard. Okay, I tried, but did not work out. And he's already going for his E-Giant, or his EQ shenanigans again. And Bar Barrel 2 is just really painful, because, like, even if I'm able to get a sliver of an Xbow surviving, like a sliver of an Xbow's HP. He can just bar barrel and take it out, and he can even mirror it, so yeah, I don't really know. He's back to his E-Giant. I think he's definitely going to try and get back to a mirrored E-Giant. Okay, no, just goes for EQ. I'm going to Tesla, I guess, up high, anti-EQ. He mirrors the Earthquake, so he's like 2 off E-Giant right now, 3 or 1 off now after the bar barrel. And he's back now, so even though I can try and get a lock, yeah, like, there's just really nothing I can do. It's really unfortunate in this matchup, because he has a Gold Knight too. He has the bar barrel, like, there's really nothing. I'm going to try and Fireball, but he can just mirror Earthquake, and I legitimately cannot do anything. So, unfortunately, guys, this just goes to show... I think I'm not going to cut this from the video, because this just goes to show, like, there are some genuinely unwinnable matchups, and to grind ladder, to, you know, do well, you have to be able to play against bad matchups, try your best, and if you lose, you can't really let it affect your other games, because if you do, you'll just lose. I'm going to try and get a last-second lock here if I can. Maybe just be really sneaky. Okay, did not work out at all. Yikes. But, yeah, that's literally a 1000-0 matchup. I don't feel bad about losing that at all. I tried my best, like I made it somewhat close, you know, within 1000 HP, so yeah, I tried my best. It is unfortunate it happens, but I'm gonna have to try and get my wins back now, so that's really unfortunate. Tilt after tilt, but I'll keep going. I'll see how I can do. Alright, found next match against Mahmoud. I'm now 1 off 3000 medals again, finally, so I hope I can get this done. Gonna Ice Spirit the bridge and see what my opponent's gonna be running here. Okay, Skeleton King, gonna go for a Knight. This is usually a good sign, unless it's like Golem Skeleton King, but I really hope it's like Splashyard. That would be so welcome after the match that I've been getting. Okay, Flying Machine, probably gonna be Lava Hound, actually, I forgot about that. So gonna Archers, and then I can maybe Xbow, goes for a Miner, yeah, so probably Lava Miner. Skeletons will protect the Archer, and then should do okay against the Flying Machine. I can probably just Xbow. I'm gonna Xbow to take the Flying Machine's HP, actually, take the Flying Machine shots. Seems kind of weird, but I didn't really have anything good in Cycle, so I just wanted to do that play, if it makes sense. And then Ice Spirit should clean the Archers up with the log, so I can maybe get a small lock here. Okay, not even 1 bolt. That's unfortunate, but... Okay, we're going to be going against Mortar, Flying Machine bait here, and this is a bit demoralizing, because I played against Mohammed Light in this matchup, and he just destroyed me. Like, he predicted every single one of my Xbows. He left no room for error on his end whatsoever. Like, he actually just destroyed me entirely. That was the last time I played this matchup, so I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to try my best. I'm really determined to try and just get above 3k, because it's still, like, a bit early on Sunday right now, and I do not want to play throughout the day. I have other stuff I have to do, and I definitely cannot, like, play in class or even around. Like, I don't think it's going to be the right environment, so yeah, I'm just going to Tesla. Okay, he goes Minion Horde, so I think he wanted to bait out my Fireball to go for the Horde, but I should still be okay here. Yeah, I think I'm fine. If he goes ability, I can just log it, so I'm going to go for an Xbow, actually. I have a Tesla alive, so whatever he does should kind of get taken out by the Tesla, hopefully. That's my plan, at least. Goes arrows. Okay, I can probably still get a small lock here. If he goes for a Miner, Tesla will help out against it, so yeah, small lock is... Okay, he does go for a Skarmy. I'm going to log the right Skarmy side, and this should be a tiny lock. Yeah, I got like 300 damage, so as you guys can see, that log was definitely worth it, as opposed to just letting the Xbow die, then logging on the tower to cycle, would have gotten less damage, so really worthwhile play right there. And against the Skarmy, if they split it, I always like to try and log the side that has more skeletons instead of getting tower damage, because I can maybe get an Xbow connection a bit easier if I can do that, if that makes sense. Gonna Tesla up high. I mean, he's probably not gonna go for an offensive Mortar. He predicts my Xbow on the right. I was in no way going for that. As I said, I'm playing like as safe as I can, so I want to play really well. He goes for Archers, so I'm going for an Xbow now. Mortar comes down back to his second Knight, which looks kind of cool, I guess. I'm gonna Archers for his Archers, and then I should get us... Okay, Knight actually gets 1 hit on tower. That's huge, because any hits matter. That's like a few Xbow ticks, which is like really good. Gonna Tesla the bridge and just kind of force him to go ability here, otherwise Tesla will be up and supporting my next Xbow. Gonna go for the Xbow, and just keeping him on the back end the entire time. Like, he predicted me to go in. I played it safe. Gonna Fireball, catch him off guard, and then hopefully get a small lock here. Does get the Skarmy down. Again, gonna log on the side with more skeletons. Oh, I didn't even notice I got a lock. How did that happen? Okay, well, he gave up, so we take those. I'm actually so happy. I feel like I played that so much better than the game against Mohammed Light. Then again, it is Mohammed Light, but yeah, we take those guys. That's gonna be 3,000 medals again. Against an interesting matchup. I feel like I played really well. Like, I played as safe as I could, played passive, he over-predicted, and then I went in and punished at the right times. That's really the playstyle of Xbow in general. So we take that. That's going to be 3,000 medals again, 3,006. Actually earned it this time. I'm going to go for one final game. Hopefully I can get it. Let's go. Alright guys, bit nervous here, but finally found the game against Nerf Domega. I think I've had to cut that out for sure, or I will have to, because queue time is taking a long time up here, and this will put me in the top 500 for sure. Not sure about finish, because there's still over 24 hours before season ends when I'm playing this, but yeah. Okay, Bomber, Gold Knight. Oh, you already know what this is going to be. It's going to be E-Giant. Okay, well, I'm ready, because I just played against E-Giant EQ. If it's Lightning, it can't be as bad as EQ Mirror, so I'll try my best, but I also played against East Reaver earlier, and I was able to beat him pretty well, so I feel like I have this matchup kind of down, even though I haven't practiced it very much, so yeah, I'll try my best. Gonna split my skeletons in the back. He's not gonna do it. Okay, goes for Phoenix. I think I'm gonna get back to my archers for the Phoenix instead of Knight. I feel like it would be better. And then just gonna see how this goes and, you know, take it safely, because I do not want to choke this. This is my match. Like, I have to get this win, because I do not want to, you know, keep grinding. Like, it's actually a bit painful at this point. The meta is not very enjoyable for 3.0. And Queen Bow is honestly much better, but I just play 3.0 so much better. I don't know why. It just is how it is, I guess. And I don't think I can Fireball, because I feel like it would be a bit weird of a play. Especially because my Tesla's just getting 0 value right now, so I'm just going to log instead. I feel like that's safer. I would normally Fireball if I didn't have a Tesla up, but since I'm not back to it right away, I'd rather play super safe and, you know, just kind of don't want to put myself in any position where I can choke this match, basically. Okay, he goes for an E-Giant, pretty aggressive. I'm going to Tesla, and this is perfect because I can go Archers on the E-Giant. Archers are great against E-Giant because the only real counter he has is the Golden Knight, but he already played it in the back, so not the greatest E-Giant play on his end. I can 100% go for an Expo with this set of Archers here, and Golden Knight does dash. I can go Skeletons after the fact, though, and this should be a really solid lock, actually. I took a fair amount of damage, actually. He goes for a cannon late, but I think I got more damage than he's going to get. Gun log to knock the bomber back and just maximize the connection. So yeah, we kind of simplified there, if that makes sense. Like, I took some chip in the right, he took some chip in the left, but I got more than him, so it was definitely worthwhile for me. Really, really nice stuff, and that's pretty much... In a way, this is like the same as the other E-Giant match against East Reaver, because up like 500 going into double, even though our towers were healthier. Still, this is like a really good situation for me, I would say. So, yeah, I take that. Golden at the back, gonna go Tesla. I have to be really careful of going Archers at any point in the matchup like this, because Golden Knight can just ruin your day, and it's just so annoying. So, yeah, I think I have to be very sparing with how I cycle my Archers against Golden Knight in general, because it'll just shut them down and just waste my... elixir. Goes for an E-Giant at the back. Oh, I'm gonna Expo. I misplaced it. That's really unfortunate, but okay, it looks like he didn't realize. Okay, I'm gonna run with it and act like, okay, I did not misplace that. Obviously, he didn't notice, so thank God. I'm gonna Skeletons too, and then I have to get ready for this E-Giant defense. He's also back to an E-Giant in like one card, so he's definitely gonna go for another E-Giant at the bridge. That's something I have to be careful of. Yeah, right there, so gonna go back to a Tesla if I can. Archer's doing a pretty good job. He's not really building his pushes in the right way, I would say, because he has to be going for Golden Knights with the E-Giants. That's what I would do if I was against Expo, and that's what annoys me when a good E-Giant player plays, because it can just, you know, NATO dash onto the Archers, but the way he's playing right now, he's just letting me get away with Archers on the E-Giants, and that's just not how you want to play the matchup. So, yeah, gonna Ice Spirit to freeze. Okay, did get frozen in tower range, so I think even though I mistimed a bit, it was fine. Gonna center Tesla in the middle now, because if he goes for like a Lightning, I can maybe punish. It goes E-Giant, gonna have to Expo opposite right away, just to pressure a bit and not let him overcommit to the E-Giant push. Just again, like I said, sometimes like to pressure a bit. Cannon is a really annoying play though, because it's just a positive 3 trade, so I think he played that really well actually. Maybe not the play I was looking for. I think I should just full defend it actually, but I tried my best. Gonna Skeletons, and then I can Expo again because he's not back to an E-Giant for sure, and he just went for a Lightning, so he should be kind of low in elixir. I think he has to go for a Golden Knight right now. Yeah, and since I went Expo in the middle, he can't actually go for an E-Giant that easily. Okay, I was about to Fireball, I think it would have been a bad idea. Gonna log and hopefully get a last second lock. Okay, just get a cannon down. If he didn't get that down, that would have been a lock, but as you guys can tell, I'm kind of nervous because I really do not want to choke this game, and I would really just like to, you know, just get things done. Gonna go for an Expo opposite right away. Just, if I bait out an E-Giant on the Expo, it's better than him going for a big E-Giant push in the right, so that's kind of my thought process there. Just gonna high Tesla as much as I can, avoid any potential Lightning value. Goes for a NATO dash. Oh, that's gonna lock on. Okay, that's really bad. I have to Knight. Oh my god, I think I just lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for a lock 100%, but goes for Lightning. Okay, hold on, I have to get this connection because he just wasted a Lightning. That was a really bad play. Gonna log the cannon. Ice Spirit to catch the bar barrel. Missed it. Okay, but should get a small lock here, I hope. No, gets Golden Knight down. Okay, I have to go for an Expo right away. I'm gonna shove it, place it down ASAP because he's not back to an E-Giant. Goes for a really bad NATO. Gonna go for Archers to take the cannon out. Log the cannon too. I need this so badly right now. Gonna Skeletons, and then I hope I got a small lock. Oh my god, wait, Bomber was in range. I don't know how, but it actually wasn't. Oh my god, wait, okay. It dashed onto tower. I'm gonna Fireball, get back to a second Fireball if I can, because I really need to. I don't think Lightning NATO is enough, actually. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay, I'm actually so relieved right now, because I even go back to the Fireball, by the way, so we take those, but... Oh my goodness, we are finally done. I'm actually so happy. I'm gonna put my phone down. Like, I can't believe that match, honestly. Like, that was... I thought I lost because of that ridiculous Golden Knight dash, but thank God I was able to win. E-Giant is such an annoying matchup. Like, the Golden Knight just ruins your day, but I was able to get it done. Ranked 435 global. We take that with over a day left in the season, so it'll definitely be, like, around top 500, I would say. As you guys can see, season ends in over a day, so... yeah, I'm so happy with this right now, and I've been struggling for so long, so I'm just so happy the journey is finally over, I guess. Like, I really wanted to do this with 3.0 Xbow cycle, so I'm super proud of it, of course, but it was not easy whatsoever, and I would say, I don't know if it was worth it. I mean, it was obviously worth it, I got here now, but it was tough for sure. But yeah, lots of struggles, played 3.0 for the most part, some Queen Bow here and there, and played a lot of Queen Bow earlier, but yeah, I'm actually so happy about this, because I can finally stop. But yeah, we take those. That's going to be it for the video, guys, though. Top 435 at the end of the season. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope I was able to help you with my 3.0 gameplay. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.